Are you there, my
Hey,
friend?
Michelle. I'm here. How are you?
Hello.
Thank you for having me. So, everyone, welcome to our webinar. So proud of you all for taking the step to hear this presentation. So, my name is Dee. I am 29 years old. I'm in Johannesburg, South Africa. And as I shared before, I used to be so overworked and underpaid. I had to start working as soon as I left school because my mother was sick all her life, which means she was sick all my life. Most of my life was spent in a hospital with her, visiting her, seeing her, being there with her. My mother had cancer her entire life, and she went to school. She got a degree. She was a chartered accountant, but unfortunately, no company wants to keep you employed when you cannot work because you are so sick. So not only does cancer ruin you physically, but it ruins your family financially, emotionally, spiritually, and you can just imagine what that did to us as a family. And I'm saying all of this to say that 29 years ago, there weren't any work from home opportunities, right? There weren't any opportunities for you to work from home. So if my mother had the opportunity to do this, she would have done this, but she couldn't. So this is what brought us into debt as a family because we had all of these hospital bills and we needed to feed ourselves. Obviously, my mother and my father had to feed their family. So my father had to work 2 to 3 jobs at a time. If anybody here has worked 2 to 3 jobs at a time, put a one in the comments because I inherited that from him. So as soon as I could work, I had to work 2 to 3 jobs at a time. And I literally spent all of my 20s working for other people in other people's companies. And who does that? Who pays for that? Because it's not the company, because the company can afford to pay you for overtime. You pay for that physically, mentally, emotionally. Your family pays for that because they lose time with you and it affects your family. You know this and you want more time with your family. So one day last year, while working at my 9 to 5 job and teaching English online so that I can get by, I was literally in between. You guys, I had to choose between pursuing my studies and having a roof over my head. So at 28 years old, I could not afford my own rent and to study. Okay. So I literally had to go back home and study and live at home so I could save on rent and pay for my education. I don't know if anybody has had to get financial assistance from their family as an adult. It feels demoralizing. It feels humiliating. It's so depressing. It feels like you are taking steps back instead of taking steps forward. And that's exactly where I was. So I came across Cecilia's video on TikTok and she was speaking about digital marketing and she spoke about a 2 hour workday where Michelle O'Neill takes you through step by step how to earn in US dollars. And I said to myself, I want to do this because right now, the US dollar is 18 times stronger than South African rand. So to be able to make money 18 times stronger than our local currency, you guys. I said I'm going to do this process. I saved for it. I bought my program and I started. I was able to, Within 2 months, I was able to pay for my tuition in full. So I paid the school debt off, the college debt. I paid that off and I paid for tuition for the next 2 years in full. Within 7 months, within 5 months, no, 3 months, I fired my boss. 7 months later, I'm in my own home as a 29-year-old for the first time. When my mother was 29 years old, she had her own home. She had 2 cars. Her and my father had their own cars. They had a family. I'm now starting from scratch, and I'm so proud of myself to have been in this process. I'm coachable. I follow exactly what Michelle tells us to do. I built my social media from 0 followers. I've turned my audience into paying customers, following exactly what Michelle has told us to do. And I'm so proud of the fact that now I myself have 4 to 5 customers who have made 6 figures here in South Africa in the last 3 to 4 months. I'm so proud of the impact that my content has had on those families who are now earning passive daily pay because of Michelle's programs, because of this community. And I'm finally at a point now, you guys, where I can support myself, I can support my family, I can start having investments as well. And I can sleep at night knowing that money is no longer a problem for me and my family. And this is what we wanted to share with all of you. And I'm so thankful to be in the most supportive and wonderful community that have embraced me as I am, that have shown me how to make passive daily pay on a daily basis. Thank you, Michelle. I run my entire business with my cell phone. So I'm so grateful to you and this community. And I want to encourage all of you here, listen to what we have said, because your family is who pays for the time that you're spending on somebody else's vision, working at somebody else's company. Your family pays the price. And you pay the price with your mental and your physical health. So choose yourself today, choose your family today. Get in on this business. Michelle will take you through step by step, and you too will see financial success. So thank you so much for hearing my story. I truly do appreciate it so much. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Oh, thank you for sharing. And I just love seeing how this has just completely turned your life around. I'm so proud of you, my friend.
Completely. Thank you so much.
Love it. This is why